So, we're playing a lot of versions of Sonic 1 today. We played a few already. We played the original, we played Forever, we played the Sonic Jam version. Because you all know how much I love Sonic 1. No, but I'm going to get that little bit of malice that I seem to have sorted out for you, because it's not as bad as I make it out to be. It really isn't. But we're starting with a really cool version, to me. Because as you may know, the only Sonic game for the Sega CD was Sonic CD. Did I say Sega game? Sonic game. So this is a fan port that very faithfully recreates Sonic 1 on the Sega CD drive by Amy Farbright. She is known for certain retro engine hacking. There's no level select, though, as far as I can figure out, so it might be a different version. But this feels 100% like the original. And I also realized that I've never done a playthrough of Sonic 1 where I, gave you the canon ending where you get all the emeralds. So, I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna get the emeralds. So a little refresh on the story that we're going to have several times probably today. But this is the first... not the first time Sonic has encountered Eggman, but this is the time that Eggman decided to finally, like, really cause trouble for Sonic, and sometimes his friends. Like, he's been causing trouble, but this is his conquest to take over South Island. Where he collects the minimals that are across the island as well, and turns them into robots, badniks. Why is he doing this? Because he's been researching how to find the Chaos Emeralds, which we just got one of, that was hidden away in subspace, so he can grab their power and conquer the island. Excellent. Classic. Man, I hope we don't get the game over. That would be really embarrassing for me as someone who speedruns a version of this game. Come on. Come on, Sonic. Thanks. So, mechanics recap here. Sonic does not have the spin dash yet. It's just for safety. Oh, that's enough rings. We have the roll jump block, which I feel like was a consequence of programming more so than anything. Because when you roll off a ledge, or up a ledge, perhaps, you do not experience such a thing. It's only when you try to jump out of it. And they only really fixed it in Sonic 3, when they introduced the Insta-Shield, which could break out of that. Of course, the version I play, you can just flat out disable it, but I don't think there is another version at all of Sonic 1 that does not have the roll jump block. Ching! 2 emeralds. To be very clear about what that is, we enter the third act of this zone here. When you do this, and you jump, you can't control your direction, like you could normally. However, if I go up like this, I can. Woo! Oh, she knows. You'll see. You'll all see. Hello, Linky. Welcome. Wink. E, thank you for stopping by. This is the Mega CD port that was fan-created by Amy Farbright, and I'm using this as a sort of basis, since it's so faithfully recreated to the original, to just do an All Emeralds run before I go into other official versions. Ching. Like, I give Sonic 1 a hard time a lot, but, like, it's... especially after we played all of those, like, painfully retro games the last stream on Wednesday. Ow. It's not that it's bad. It really isn't. It's more so that it could be better, and we'll see how it could be better, and how it also could be worse, and how it could just be different. And also the fact that, like, they distinctly improve upon the game in 2 and 3, like, greatly. I also, like, I know there's, like, contention about whether or not playing this game with the spin dash in other versions is, like, cheating or not, but honestly, I feel like there are parts of the design that are made with that in mind, but they didn't figure out how to implement it yet. Which is funny to consider that the next 2 games have 2 very different ways of implementing the spin dash. Too early. Too late, I mean. Okay, we might actually get a Chaos Emerald in Marble, which is unusual for me. I usually have to take a detour in Starlight 1. Make things nice. I tell you, like, the last game we're gonna play today is the decomp, the 2013 decomp, and what's striking to me going back to, like, an original version of Sonic 1, when being so used to Forever, and then also playing that, is how all 3 of them are kind of different, and how much Forever actually is, like, trying to be faithful to how this feels, and, like, it doesn't really feel bad that much coming back to it. It doesn't feel like Sonic 3, but it doesn't feel bad. Really need to, like, give my proper respect to Sonic 1 that I haven't been doing. Especially because, like, Alex Kidd, all of those one-hit deaths makes me really, really appreciate, like, beyond, like, just being, like, one power-up you can get, like a shield, to have safety as if it's Mario. Having a continuous supply of rings. Keep yourself alive. Oh, I wanted to... Okay, fine. Fine. Ow! Fine. We're not getting a Chaos Emerald on this. We don't need to. We have plenty of stages. And we all know I'm not great at Marble. Especially without my beloved spin dash. I didn't finish recapping the story, did I? I just gave the premise that Eggman has been heckling Sonic on South Island, and if you go by, subscribe to how I've been doing things, and put both Sega Sonic and Waku Waku Sonic Patrol card before this, like, you get a real emphasis on. He's also been troubling other people, preparing for this big plot to take over South Island. Sonic has known, according to some fan works, Eggman since their meeting on Christmas Island, which is where Sonic is from. He's not from South Island, he just likes it here. And he keeps finding it. This is an island that floats through the ocean. Oh, jump locked. Something that has been not exactly retconned, but implied to no longer be a thing. It's just parked next to West Side Island these days. So anyway, we're going through the South Island, the span of a single day. That's an important part of this to me, that people love to, like, be like, oh, but we could make Green Hill have a sunset. I'm just like, no, that's Spring Yard. You're early. Sonic's faster than that. It's not that big of an island. I've compared these islands to, like, the big island on Hawaii before. I think that's probably a better assumption of how big Angel Island is. This is I would probably put South Island closer to Oahu. But that's a big island still. That has cities on it. This has cities on it. And there's a lot of ruins, too. This is more like a castle. There's imagery in this game that is never referred to again, or just appears different in later games. I think the most consistent things in the series that way is Green Hill, and there being some kind of city. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Did it wrong. I did it so wrong. Good note there. I just got hit by spikes. And the spike bug, where you die immediately if you lose rings on a spike and land on spikes again, still alive and well. I do feel like the hitboxes are slightly better in this. Especially for the harpoons in Labyrinth. Wait. Need your hitbox. That's bad. Containers of minimals! Go, Rocky, go! Rocky the Seal. Okay. Back to focus on rings. Back into getting Chaos Emeralds. We're collecting these Chaos Emeralds so that Eggman doesn't get them, because if we don't get them, he will. This is also taking them out of their little hiding spots in subspace where they've been for a bit, which is causing the island to move, is how I've come to understand it, since no one else wants to, like, acknowledge that thing. In fact, they love to try and forget that the emeralds were dormant here, and try to give them different history, but it's fine. We can work with it. How butts. Please? Please. Buzz Bombers, please? Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Alright, take me away. Take me away. I'm not going down here. Besides, I need the rank back. I have to be careful about that. I'm very much willing to just, like, die for progress, but I do have limited lives. What you saw there, though, was a prime example of, speed caps. Okay, okay. There are distinct speed caps for both the air and the, ground movement that can be broken by rolling and getting speed shoes. Uh-oh. Wait. Go. That's another thing that, was removed in the decomp, and is how I like to play forever. And that's more of a quality of life thing than anything. It is a bit of an annoyance, though. Oop! No, no, don't bounce me. Come on. Give me the green emerald. The green emerald. Do we want to review why the emeralds are not all the same color? Why the blue is the default one in this and not the green one? Okay, the green one is default later. It's sort of a language thing, where emeraldo is sort of a general precious gemstone term in Japan. In fact, they kind of reference this in Frontiers of all things, where when you listen to the ancients talking about the Chaos Emeralds, they call them Chaos Gems. They use the words Chaos Gem in their language. Which is weird, actually. Kind of weird. These things stop making me terrified. Might not get an emerald here. It's fine. We actually have a backup now, which is fun. Oop. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no. There goes my rings. Alright. You need rolling for that speed. Even this original version, pretty dang revolutionary with its mechanics here, to have stuff like slope jumps, and honestly, again, the ring count, instead of just instant death and single power-ups. Global cycles. Wow. So this path up there that I usually take, I was trying to look up, but I went tippy-toed, so I couldn't. I rolled there, game. You gotta shape up. Okay, okay. You have to go this way. You can't take the route that I like to, unless you have a spin dash. I always bring up the spin dash because, like, the very... Yeah, I don't think it was actually the very first re-release, now I think about it. But one of the first re-releases of this game, Sonic Jam, distinctly had that. It had spin dash for this game. There we go. We played the easy mode of that. Do you think Sonic knows Amy? Because she's from South Island. We already know he's friends with Mighty and Ray. Yes, again, that is entirely of the assumption that I've made that Sega Sonic takes place on Robotnik's little island that he made off the side of South Island, to either prepare for this conquest or take revenge for this. It works really either way. Dang, that was my best vanilla egg spike ever. I don't know what it's called. The Spike Mobile? I think it's a Spike Mobile. Really funny to me that they renamed all of these Eggmobile names in Origins, but they didn't rename the ones in Sonic 3, I think. I mean, it's easy to just call them Egg Something instead of Something Mobile. I'm pretty sure the route I take, the route any fast player of this game takes, does not have enough rings to get the emerald. Let's just boop some of these snoots here. Nice and good. Like that. Not quite. Take our little platform. Before I knew about the bubble shield strat to bounce across, I used to do that, and then spin dash on here to get a quick boost over here. And forever. Funny. Oop. If you're gonna get enough rings here, you need to take the long road, which will expend that minute to like over 2 minutes. Oh, weird. I guess it makes sense. Oop. Weird little glitch here I've noticed. I think this is entirely because we're underwater. But the invincibility is not visible. Oh, oops. Oops. Maybe I'll try that. Why are you... Sonic, don't do that. Why are you doing it consistently? I was gonna do this, I should have got the ring boxes earlier. Oop. Oh, yeah, it's even above water, so it might just be this zone. Stop rolling. He's gonna run out too early now. Could have been worse. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that's fine. We don't have the music in this. We have something very similar to, CD, but it's more of a ding-ding. It's a high-pitched of that sound. It's actually maybe mostly reminiscent of, how the 8-bit version handles things. Doodle-doo-doo. I'm still not over how, like, have this imagery of, like, owls and fish here, which we see birds. I think A continues. I got A continue. Okay. Risky. We see imageries of bird and fish also in the special stage. This imagery, this specific imagery, is never returned to in a Sonic game, but it is referenced in the movie. And why is that happening? Lab 3. The one where... Go optimally fast in a remaster, get no rings. Or shields. Ooh. Please. 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 You bastard. We don't have the lives for this nonsense game. We don't have the lives for this. I don't really know what to do, like, about going fast there, because, what, do I roll slowly at them? Or do I jump like that? Oop. Also the Eggman faces, which are very interesting. Those reoccur. Oh, again. 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 I hate this. I hate it here. There's no... Oh my god. Hey, I'm gonna do something. I don't know why the save states are all broken in this. I'm not doing I'm not going through it again. The one thing that I can note that is if I did get a game over and have to start from the beginning. There you go. I would still have the Chaos Emeralds. So that's actually how I first beat Sonic 2. I just kept restarting the game using the soft reset button on the Genesis. And got all the emeralds in Emerald Hill. Before knowing how to actually do that. Otherwise, which it's really tedious to do it. Either way, it's faster to just reset. Okay. Okay. We're here early enough for it to activate. You know, it came pretty immediately that time. That's what we call the safety save strat. You, make it, and then you don't need it. It doesn't work if you just... Jesus Christ, game. If you just continuously use it, but if you use it as a resort. There's a rhythm to this. You notice? A rhythm that I don't really use anymore because I usually have the bubble shield here. That makes it faster to bounce up here. You're on a little too slow. Something we don't want. Water catching up. Eggman, get over here. Now loading. Often has that's been happening between each zone, right? I was noticing it wasn't happening between acts. Interesting how much more time this needs. How did you do that? Boing. Ooh, okay. Jump. Thank you. Good jump. It's a really, really tricky jump on a remaster, so imagine how much trickier it is on this original version. It has sort of like no ledge forgiveness. Like, Coyote frames came out during Alex Kidd, and like, it's not that there were Coyote frames, it's just that that's how far he can stand on the ledge. Oh my goodness. Careful there, careful. Absolute chaos. Gotta get some chaos control in here. So now it's impossible for me to get all the Chaos Emeralds, so what is even the point? What is even the point? I should have let that game over happen. You know what? This is my punishment. That's what I get for making a Chaos Control joke. All because I missed it in Spring Yard 2, because Spring Yard 2 was a nightmare. Not usually a nightmare, it's usually pretty cool. How audible was my head slam? Do it. Oh, why do you slide like that, Sonic? It's funny because, like, this was the most dreaded boss to me before I became a speedrunner of this game. And now I'm willingly redoing it in a way that I probably would not willingly redo Starlight's boss. Out of the way, buddy. This is what I mean, like, I feel like I'm going through these obstacles with the harpoons a little smoother than usual. Like, that was really fast. Alright, let's not, get flung. Bung, bung, bung. A damn red emerald. Wait. Starlight. Supposed to be my favorite. Traditionally, I always felt like I still do feel like this. Pretty much all of the zones in Sonic 1 after Green Hill until you get to Starlight do not showcase the strengths of Sonic level design, especially Marble. Spring Yard's kinda got it. And then you're put into a labyrinth that is similar in structure to Marble, it's just instead of lava, you can drown. Maybe if we are up this time. Sometimes, like, you just don't jump. Like, that's the big problem here. So, why are you sending me backwards? Sometimes it sends you backwards. That's also a big problem here. Like, this is so hard to control, and it actually only gets worse in the decomp because of how much smoother the spinning is. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, we're safe. Good thing I have nothing to prove. So we have our Emerald, Heliodor, Mashish, Morganite, and Big Spite. Different flavors of Emerald. I didn't finish saying that, because I started with just, like, the language difference, but there are named versions of Beryl for each of these colors of Emerald. Wait. Right. That's right. Okay. Okay. I forgot to jump. Hate those fans. Now, losing rings in this doesn't matter, because there are 50 rings at the end. Also, usually I will jump over here. I got really befuddled by that when we played the Mega Play arcade version, but that's just how it is. That's just real life. Did the Mega Play have, did that have spin dashing? I can't remember. I don't think it did. The Mega Play version, as we recall, omitted both Marble and Labyrinth from the roster. So you just played through Green Hill, Spring Yard, Starlight, and Scrap Brain. Which is still more acts than I think we played in the Sonic Jam Easy mode. Yeah, because it's still 3 acts each, and I think you don't play any of Scrap Brain in the easy mode. You just go straight from Starlight to the final zone. Sonic got them all! Finally, a full, completely legitimate, no nonsense, no save state, no cheating run, a Sonic 1. Remember when I gave up here in the Mega Play version? Holy crap, okay. Okay. What? What? We got the pattern in there at least, so we could keep going. Alright, get up there, please. Acting like this is, the 8-bit version's leniency with getting on a platform. I need to check something. Blech, that's not what I wanted to check. So, this is typically considered the fastest way to go about this. Ow. Okay, listen, I can't do anything with this Orbinaut in the way. I think it's the first mention today of enemy names. I would... This is silly. This is silly specific how much it wants you to do. I didn't actually want to go that way. So, you usually come up here, right? There's an Orbinaut here. And, that's in the way here in one of the other versions. I don't remember which one. And why did they put it there? Is it in the original? Have I just not played the original that for that long? Did we remove that? Is it a, like, original Japanese release issue? And the global version didn't have it? Have I ever mentioned that? There was an original Japanese release of this before the final revision, which was considered like an international version that was released elsewhere. And there's some quirks in that. Never, like, truly investigated the differences. Can't even remember if that's... if the UFOs that everyone is obsessed with in Marble Zone's beta, it was in that version or not. Wait. It's really hard to time that without, without a spin dash. some fire. So the reason that was impossible for me to get the emeralds after I didn't get them in Starlight 1, and I needed 2 more, even though we still have all of Scrap Brain, there are no big rings in Scrap Brain. It is not allowed. Emerald Energy does not happen over here. Otherwise it'd be really easy for Eggman to get them. Or maybe Eggman's doing something that, is keeping it from working. Oh no, not arm cramps. Have you tried, sternly telling your arm not do that? Or, I don't know, maybe stretches. Stretch is good. So, like, I will always do this, and, forever. Because I don't have a roll jump lock. That is an issue here. I don't time that super perfectly, and even if I do, sometimes it's an issue. I just, go William. Ow. Let's see if I can get this bounce. I don't think I've ever gotten this bounce in a vanilla style Sonic. Yes! We got it! Beautiful. I almost got hit by the final razor. I'm so glad that it registered I had the rings in time. Do. Let me in, Eggman. You and your beam laser barriers. Alright. Now loading into not Labyrinth. Sometimes Sonic will just come down standing. See how close I got to that harpoon there? And I'm pretty sure in the original that would have hurt me. Boop! I love it when I get the boop. That was an intentional damage boost. Yep. Alright. Another distinct difference, other than that potential with the spike hitboxes, there is no manipulation for this boss here. It is fixed RNG. There's no way to make it happen the way you want it to. And I actually, like, learned how that works. Trying to find the pattern. Pretty interesting. Holding right until it starts moving it sets like a certain amount of RNG that only from there will change with each impact with Eggman, and I have a continue, right? I have a continue, right? Thank goodness. I was just so lost in the explanation that I didn't prepare for a spark properly. Boop. The RNG changes each time you hit Eggman so that it changes to a specific next piston that he'll come out of. He'll be in. And if you hit him twice, even though he's, like, invulnerable from being damaged a second time, that'll still change the RNG seed. RNG manipulation is always something that has been, like, very arcane to me when it comes to, like, speed tech, but started to look into it for Pokemon, stopped looking into speedrunning Pokemon. Got him! Oh, okay. Be careful where you're positioned here. They're like, fix it in remastered versions, but this counts as a ledge, and that changes your position. Oh, hey, Eggman. Wanna fight? Okay. It took longer than expected, but, you know. 45 minutes is still not bad. Probably like a distinct 10-minute delay on everything because of shenanigans. This is what happens. This is what you actually see if you got the emeralds. The emeralds disperse. Sonic has no idea where they are, but look at all the flowers. Hooray! Here's a full completed run of Sonic 1 for once. We've come a long way since my very first stream where I was like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to show you Green Hill, I'm going to show you how the time changes with Spring Yard, and then I'm going to show you the end. I think I show Starlight too, briefly. And then I'm just going to play an All Emeralds run, asterisk of Sonic 2. I didn't get all Emeralds. And that combined took me distinctly like 3 hours. Maybe not quite. But this is the only fan product that we're going to be looking at in whole. Because the decomp doesn't really count, because it's just a port of the... It's a pure port of the mobile version. It's not altered the way that Forever is. I could have modded it. I didn't mod it. We're going to look at that one pure. You can find, however, ROM hacks out the ass for Sonic 1. That has been like a very popular thing to get your hands on and edit, and each one resonating with different people's interpretation of how this game should be, or could be, or simply just using it as a base to rewrite it to something else. A lot of things will add later mechanics. One of the wildly most popular things people do is they will find, like, prototype content. They love finding that, reading it, and putting it in. That's where the bunny that we see sometimes came from. We beat Eggman. We did it. He's angry. This is, I'm gonna just very briefly go into this to emphasize what I'm talking about. But this is a ROM hack called Sonic Colorino. Listen to that smacking drum. And this is, the point of this was, it, adds stuff like this. This is a, you know that from the boss. That was a beta, object that they cut out. There's also these things. This here. So, like, that's the whole point of this. I think otherwise it's, the golden chopper here. That bridge doesn't normally fall. I don't have a roll jump block though, so that's nice. But, yeah, that's all I just kind of wanted to show, like, you'll find a lot of stuff like that. We have other versions of this 16-bit version to go through, because there were a lot. Like, the one you probably really want me to see me do, Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the GBA. However, we can't do that yet, because there was a preface to that, a version that led up to that version's mechanics. The mobile version, which I'm so glad exists and is able to be obtained. This is the Sonic Java version. This is part 1. What does part 1 mean? It means you only go up to Spring Yard. How do I do that again? I didn't want to do that. Ah, right. I don't have the thing I need. I was gonna just jump into I was specifically going to jump into Green Hill. The problem with this emulator, the K emulator, is that it resets your, unless I'm not saving it properly, it resets your thing every time. But yeah, this is what we got here. Weirdly enough, this is another case where you don't have roll jump lock. So one of the best ways to move is actually rolling and jumping, which I believe is consistent for the GBA version. You have this little... It's so mobile, isn't it? It's just surprising to me how much it works, too. Now, again, this is part 1. There is a part 2. I'm not going to load up part 2 long enough for us to actually see anything in it. Because here's what happens. Watch how long it stays on this Sega logo. I don't know if I did something wrong, but I can't make it faster. And the weird part about that is when you actually get into it, Sonic's animations are incredibly fast. And there's this weird wider screen. And you start off with Labyrinth, so like we don't really want to be here anyway. This isn't where we want to be. You know what? While I prepare the other thing, we might get there. Bing! No, we're only at Sonic Team Presents. It's almost there. I'll let it go, just so you can see what I mean. But it takes this long to get there. Come on, I believe in you. I can't do anything to make it faster. Unless I just don't have the right button again, like... It's incredible how it does not save your stuff. Yeah, look, it's weirdly wider screen, too. Okay, that's enough of that. It's time for what is often hailed as the worst version of Sonic 1, and perhaps one of the worst Sonic games. The Game Boy Advance version, which is cleverly named Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, because it's the Genesis, it's Sonic's Genesis. It's not even on the title screen. Don't really got much to work with here. It's fascinating. This is a really fascinating existence. What, you're gonna get a live reaction. We charge our Spin Dash that way. Oh, okay, yeah. You don't have roll jump lock. You got some very strange music going here, which is a little unexpected when you consider how nicely, like Sonic Advance stuff sounds. Oh, okay. Slope mechanics don't really work. Noted. Oh. Okay. We're not going for emeralds this time. We're just gonna give it a romp. Alright, well, that's actually something I wanted to show in the mobile version. To get the emeralds, you just get the big ring at the end of the stage. Oh, we have score bonus skip. That's nice. Do we have actual... We have actual... stuff. Okay. 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 Jumping is very hard in those. It's just... I just fell. It just kept sending me. Like, it was actually very easy to move along the wall at first. I should have showed you the thing on the mobile version. It was really funny when I first saw that. Like, I just suddenly had the yellow emerald, too. Oh, God. Do we have the... We don't have the glitch. But I also can't move. That was a very strange noise from the... That's another thing that's wrong about this. This is, like, incorrect on a audio level. Ow. Make that, huh? I'm trying to do real strats. Oh boy. I think this just, like, feels bad, but like, so far it is just Sonic 1. Maybe that's part of the problem? You're telling me the two versions of Sonic you may have played as a child are Sonic Advance, one of the hardest games in the series, and Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, one of the worst games in the series? How does this keep happening? I wish I had more body language. Also, I haven't been using my disgruntled emote since the beginning. I mean, this is like a little bit painful, right? But it's not like... Yeah, like I wouldn't have gotten into Sonic either. I probably wouldn't have gotten into Sonic if I played even just the regular version of Sonic 1 first, maybe. I'm not sure. Who knows? I was 4 years old. It might have just been too hard. Sonic 2 was too hard. I couldn't get past Chemical Plant when I first played Sonic 2. Okay, we can do this. There we go. Okay, so we still have the hitbox there. He still has collision? You can hit him from the ground. Okay. He still has collision when he's blinking. That's really interesting. This game is just very incorrect on audio level. The sprite works fine. It's a little squished. It's less squished than I thought it would be. Oh, yeah, that'll... It's almost like a collector's item at this point, though. A collector's item of things that are bad. Things might take a turn for the worse. We are entering Pain Zone. Ah, apparently I'm really good at this. Apparently I'm a gamer. What? Move, Sonic. You gotta move. Oop. I don't trust it. Okay, that was an extremely weird feeling jump there, so I couldn't get down here. I also almost died there. I guess that's the thing, like, I haven't used, this expression yet, but I also... I haven't really felt like that yet. I've just been like, oh no, about some stuff. Like when I face planted on the desk. Even then I wasn't, like, angry. Or determined, or whatever. I guess that if I use it as a determined look. Which it kinda is. That works. Oops. 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 Oopsie boopsie. Where are you? You know what this kind of reminds me of? This, sound font. The MIDI's versions of Sonic 3's music that came with the Sonic and Knuckles collection. I've been thinking about that since, like, I'm doing this, and I plan on doing something similar with Sonic CD. There is room for me to do something like this for Sonic 2. We did we? I don't think we actually played the Mega Play version, so that's on the table. We have the mobile version of that, Sonic 2 Dash and Sonic 2 Crash. It comes in 2 parts as well. Weirdly enough, the first part is a full game, and the second part omits... It's only Mystic Arts. It's only Mystic Cave, Metropolis, and Death Egg. Which I understand why it wouldn't be, Wing Fortress. Alright. Those spawned very fast. There's continuous music between deaths, which is interesting. Interesting choice. The lava's making this really loud. Also, there's the Sonic 2 decomp. And I think, like... So, most versions of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, other than, like, these specific versions that I'm playing, even some of them count as that, are... Oh, you're a bastard, huh? That's bastard, mechanics right there that you've junked. Oh, this is faster. But I'm faster too. I'm just, like, randomly faster here. That was weird. Ooh, the swag strats. It's the timing I always aim to get in forever and never do. Except I would only need to get through one of them. Okay, can we do this? If we did that, can we do this? Oh, not if I have to stop like that. Hold on. Oh, we'll see. Wow, okay, I went really far there. There was no saving that. How many lives do I have? Do I have lives? I want to see if I game over at any point. I don't think I have lives. Okay, so that's like 4 versions of Sonic 2 that I mentioned. I mean, there's a version in what I'm playing today, but like it would also make it a little redundant after we establish this game in that. What? Because I started saying that most versions of these games otherwise are just the ROM from the Genesis game ported. And sometimes they have to chop and screw it a little bit, but most of like the collections you can get for modern consoles and the Xbox Live versions, those are... they just sort of put a skin, like a UI over what is otherwise just a ROM. Jesus Christ. Alright, we'll do this then, at least. That's so funny. So if I, do that. No? Okay. This part is giving me so much trouble, I'm just gonna do it the vanilla way, I guess. Because I can't even see below me, that's part of the problem. The screen's so small I can't see where I need to go. Oh, that was awkward. And it's not like I have, like, the muscle memory from the game, either, that I can work with, because it feels so wildly different. Game Boy Advance was so funny that way, because, like, it was a 32-bit console. And, oh my god. Why did I go flying there? I think the momentum kept going while I was against the wall. I think that's what we're working with here. Yeah, okay, there's no slope jumps, there's just, like, you can make yourself go fast after you jump. I don't know, it's just weird that Game Boy Advance had trouble with 16-bit games. And in part that was because of the screen size. But, like, I'm pretty sure this is No, I guess the pixels are small too. That's weird. Pixels are at 2x right now. Hey. No. Oh. No, that's not what happened. Are there no checkpoints? Am I just realizing this? Wait. Are there normally no checkpoints in this level? I can't remember. Oh, we found a game over. That's cool. We don't have to worry about that in this because, we have save. Whoa. Why are you red? Is this normal? Okay. Okay. Is that normal? You do kind of stop, like, immediately in midair, which is awkward. Like, it's hard to stop in midair in the original. Okay, you can just jump over magma if you're fast enough. Noted. I could hear the spike dropper. Hold on. There's a checkpoint there. Okay, are there just no checkpoints in Marble 2? Have I just never noticed this before? Ooh, come on. Are these like global cycles in this? Is that what we're working with? That's very awkward if so. Would also explain some of the lag. This is an experience. Well, okay. That's an incredible amount of you just homed in on that, Sonic. Oh my god, Sonic. Boop, 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 boop. Nope. Nope. I lost all my momentum when I hit the ceiling. I'm sealing it away. We're doing this. We're getting these secrets. Of course. Of course. Of course they're already happening when I get there. These global cycles are killing me. Alright, I wanna test this out real good. I guess I couldn't test it out. I wanted to test out if I could jump on the magma. I guess we have up here to work with. I want magma. It's probably lava. Forget if it's like stagnant. Bounce. I guess it's lava magma. Lava magma. Okay, it didn't work that time. Please, please, Sonic. Oh, I wasn't even on it. That's why it does that weird thing. Sure. This is absurd. Shall we further test the magma jumping? Nope. Maybe my timing was just, like, super good that one time. I didn't want to die. Again, there's no checkpoints down here for some reason. It's a short level, I get it. I'm gonna be stuck on this forever. I'm gonna be stuck on Marble Zone forever. What I get for doing like a live reaction to how bad it is. I see. It was pushing on that block that was building up my running momentum that it kicked in. You know what I haven't been doing? I haven't been spin dashing. That could have solved all of our problems up here. Watch. Accordingly. Once I stop with the molasses. Sonic, come on. Sonic, why are you made of butter in this? Never mind. There's a delay between when you can jump after you spin dash. Jesus. Again? Again with the red? At least we know that it's just that it's cycling through the titles. Come on. Part of the problem is, like, you just have max running speed when you jump as a spin dash, even though you're rolling faster. Sure. Why was I able to skip that before? I bet there's like some wild skips in this. Or like, just, like, I don't know, going through the walls so you don't have to play Marble Zone. How laggy this is would not surprise me. That can be utilized to its advantage. Wow. Just kind of blocked me. Like, you'd think, why are you down here? You're not supposed to be down here. That's like a overly realistic metal noise that it's using. Alright, let's do it. Marple 2. Moople madness. Gonna do it. Ow. Apparently we're not, because that bat brain just had other plans. Alright, we got the cool strats. We got the cool strats that I always do in Sonic 1 Forever every time, very easily, right? It's fine. Ugh. It's not fine. Is there, I think part of the thing that's really screwing me up every time I get hit is that your momentum from getting hit is carried into when you land. I lost everything there. Okay. Oh, here. No. No up there. What? Ooh, okay. That's something we just learned. Oh, there's no rings up here. I got all of the rings. So... Jesus Christ. The jump was not responsive enough for me to not get hurt there. Oh my god, your butter. This boy's butter. Sonic the Butter Hog. Butter the beeb bop. Why is it so jank? Okay. Let me just game oof. it's still red. It's still red. I don't know why it was red. Alright, you know what? We're at the halfway point of the stream. This is taking so damn long. I'm going to give up after this. And we are instead going to do, Oh wait, I just realized. My time and score are back. That stuff had glitched out. It's back. That's why I got so confused. Maybe I was experiencing a glitch the whole time, and that was what was keeping me. If that's not the case, I'm going to just quit after this, and we'll play through the 8-bit version, because, I have suffered more than I should already at the hands of this game. Voluntarily. Oh, it's where I'm falling. Hey, are there just only flickies in this? I should pay attention to that. Where I'm falling on this is for this to be like the worst game is like. Yeah, it's because it's unplayably broken. Of what is like a decent at best Sonic game. Otherwise, it's not like not like the writing's also bad or anything, because it is again just it's a different Sonic game. The music's bad. The music's really bad. It's not like it's really. I mean, it is a hard game at its base. I know how to play it. It's part of why this is screwing me up so bad. So it's not like the inability. It's not like it's how broken it is stacking on that to make it like just a bungled mess. It just is a bungled mess. And that's the core problem. Oh, I don't think it saved before. We have... Oh, that Buzz Bomber came early. Oh my god, Sonic, go fucking forward. Alright, back to determination mode. This is the one. Go back. The bat brain's gone. There we go. It's fine. Cool. Love it. Beautiful. Don't fall off. It's on the hedge. Okay, so spin dash tactics don't work. That doesn't work. I'm gonna get the secret. Assuming I don't die, like, right now. Ooh! I almost died there. I could have made that jump. That would have been perfect. I just made a fool of myself. For the sake of safety. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Game, why are you like this? I wanted to jump at least 2 times. Suffering. Please let the hog go forward. Please let the hog go forward. Jump. Aha! I used its jank against it. Alright. Sweet strats. Let's just do this part safely. You know, the problem is I've been like, let's do this part safely, and then I try to do it safely, and then it doesn't... Oh my god, you have to jump, Sonic! Why won't you jump? So close, but so far away. I like... Okay. It worked that time. It worked that time! Can you jump on the thing, please? I'm trying to do slope movement, and again, and it just... There is no slope mechanics in this. Like, honestly, I could claim that that's one of Sonic 1's saving graces, is it has that cool base mechanic. That is, like, part of what I like about playing any game in the series. This is our new strat. That's really funny that you can push that. That was a little lucky. Okay. We're good. We just have the hardest act of the zone left. Wait, can we... Nope. I just like mashing here. I do this. Alright. Okay. 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 Don't do that again, game. Okay. There's no Caterpillar there. I can appreciate that. Okay. 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 Fine. I noticed that my HUD is gone again. I wonder what determines that. Okay. There's no checkpoint in this level either. Hey, why are there no checkpoints in Marble? What is this, Sonic 2? Well, there's a reason that they made the checkpoint scarce, which is part of my issue with the whole special stage structure there. I recall in the version of Sonic we just played, it was like exclusively Rockies that came out of Marble's animal container thing. Capsule. And I've only seen... anytime I've paid attention to what comes out of a bad neck this stage so far, it has only been Flickies. Hey! Don't do that. What do I do now? Other than, you know, purposely die. Come on. I pressed down! How many times do I have to press down? Ah! I'm not having a good time. What just wait, what? What just happened? Okay. Well, as I said, I had a limit on how much I was willing to dedicate my life to this. So, I got bounced out of the lava onto the rising metal barbell, and that crushed me, is what happened. It stands to wonder why. Okay, before we do that, we're gonna take a small detour, because I'm very fascinated by the version for the DS. Because this is very much, like, we finally have Sonic Jam at home. Except it's, like, not, but it is. We have the Sonic World theme here. For a Sonic Classic Collection, and we have a bunch of art. A limited amount of art. And then you have Sonic 1, 2, and 3. You don't have an easy mode, but you have combining Sonic Knuckles and Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, so that's something. And then you drown when you select something. But mostly this is what I was talking about, how a lot of the ports of these are just emulated. And, well, the code didn't work, but you heard it. There's no selection for Spin Dash in this, like in Sonic Jam. And it's a little... there's the jump... slope physics are a little weird, the jumping physics. But I think that's mostly because it's been squished. Beyond that, this is just a little bit of a compressed emulation of the original. So there's not really any reason to stay here. It is nice that you have this little, thing down here that, recaps the series. Dr. Eggman, mad scientist, is snatching innocent animals and turning them into robots. That's all for now. Let's go back over here. And I have played the Master System remake for you before, right? And I'm gonna show you like how that works originally, but there's a version that's actually like genuinely different that we can play here. But I want to emphasize the difference between this, the Master System version, and that version. So, like, this looks just like how that worked. The sprite's the same, the scale of the level's the same. The big difference between this original version is really just, well, first off, Sonic doesn't have a spin dash or a drop dash. And there are no other characters. And the Chaos Emeralds aren't in the bonus stages. They are hidden in certain acts. And what I want to emphasize mostly, other than, like, there's a little bit of a level design difference, is that there's some boss differences between this and the Game Gear version. Game Gear version's sort of a different game entirely, and that's the one I want to play through. And this is actually maybe my preferred version of Sonic 1 just at base level. It's clearly much more zoomed in, right? There's a beta version of this that just slaps regular Sonic on top of... It just zooms in the SMS version, but you can see that, like, not only is Sonic smaller, he has a different sprite here. Most of the level design's the same, but there's a little bit of difference to accommodate for that. Like, there was just a swingy bit right there, and we're just zooming over things. There's little, warning signs, too. Shinobu! Welcome. Thank you for the raid. You have missed the most painful part of the stream. We're on to a little bit of, a palate cleanser here by playing the Game Gear version of Sonic 1 specifically. I just attempted to do Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the Game Boy Advance, and I gave up at Marble 3. Me, who speedruns a version of that game. Sonic is made of butter in that game. Like, aside from all the lag and nonsense, it's not a game to play. Like, I have learned that the hard way. The first thing we did today was I played the Mega CD port of Sonic 1 by Amy Farbright, which is extremely faithful to the Genesis version. I showed the mobile version, which is what the Genesis version is, the GBA version is based on. And I feel like it's more playable, but it is split into two parts. Oh, got it. Nice. We got one Chaos Emerald. We're going to do a bonus stage. We're going to try and get some Continue and Chaos Emeralds in this. We're seeing a lot of Green Hill today, right? But we're only otherwise going to see a little bit of Labyrinth in this version, and Scrap Brain. I'm inclined to agree, never too much Green Hill, but maybe sometimes too much Green Hill, looking at the modern games. I love... probably all of the music in this that it has to offer, and Bridge is one of the jauntiest. Now, Jungle's one of the jauntiest, but Bridge is also very nice. Bridge is really funny to me because you'll notice that throughout Green Hill we haven't had any bridges. Right, first biggest difference, you can just hit Eggman in this version because they had to crunch him down. So you don't have to wait for him to come down like in the Master System version. There are pretty much differences similar to this throughout all of the bosses. Do-do-do-do! I like this because technically I have streamed Sonic 1 Master System original version now too, by putting it up very briefly. I fell in the drink. Marble Zone is funny because I'm not surprised that it destroyed me in Sonic. What was the point of getting those extra lives if you're just going to keep doing this? So slippery. Not that slippery in this, like after what we've been through. I'm just playing with hubris because I'm streaming. You can't roll into those like you can in the other Sonic one. Okay. Like that's like one of the things, like this game still is very much you are platforming. There are some parts where you're moving, but it's mostly that you're platforming, and I can't really say that that's like less than... No! Why didn't you make it? It's because I didn't have confidence in it. I didn't have confidence. I need to have confidence. Getting to continue on Bridge Zone is kind of embarrassing, though. Let's, actually play. There we go. See? You just have to have confidence. And maybe actually jump there. Gotta be careful sometimes. Only sometimes, though. Fine. We have a 1-up. Oh, bah! Okay. Those bridge pieces really do emphasize how Sonic is smaller. Because he's only the size of one. Why didn't I go on that bridge? On that? Now the game's just being mean. See, it's supposed to have leniency on how far you can go on a platform. Oh, right. There is a one-time use on extra lives. Whee! Alright. That's the end of the stage, though. We can, go to a bonus stage and get a restock on lives. Notably here with the signposts, sometimes they have exclamation points, sometimes they have Eggman faces, sometimes you fall. Wow! Oh, by the way, this music is great. What? We can't go much further up. We didn't get a 1-up. Yet. Now we have another difference from the SMS remake version. This is an auto-scroller. They got rid of the auto-scrolling part. In that. So if you, like, wondered how, like, Sonic seems to have at least one auto-scroller every game, but Sonic 1 strangely did not, Sonic 1 did, it just was in a different version. I feel like I started saying something about the signposts. Sometimes they have, Eggmans. Sometimes they will just give you 10 rings. It's completely random. This is a reoccurring thing in the 8-bit games, as we saw, because I played every 8-bit game before. On stream, I've played so much Sonic that I've resorted to this, to playing different versions of Sonic 1. to just simply exhaust all versions that I could be playing. But like, this level goes so much faster in that. I do, like, there's, aside from, like, the leniency, I do like the movement of Sonic in this, which is wild. Because I can't remember if this one was done by Aspect, or if it was moved to Aspect for the next 8-bit games. But, like, controlling Sonic feels slightly better than he does in 16-bit Sonic 1 in this, to me. And Sonic 2 8-bit has the worst feel of any Sonic game. So there's a stark contrast there after it switched teams. Like, they got their stuff together for Sonic Chaos and Triple Trouble especially, but that first one was a doozy. Like, that's a bad Sonic game. I will claim that Sonic 2 8-bit is a bad Sonic game. And I tend to say, there's not a lot of bad Sonic games. There's just, like, not, like, phenomenal ones. I can't get out of here. We're bouncing. Every time I try to recorrect, I'm going somewhere else already. There we go. Wait, okay. Help. Pretty sure there is a 1-up and a continue in each one of these, if you can find them. Nice ring there. And having 2 continues on hand is pretty much where I want to be, so I can not go out of my way to do that now. This boss is very strange in this version. Ugh. Okay, so I'm supposed to bounce on him, right? That's what I was expecting when I jumped on him. That's how it happened last time I played it. This differs from the Master System version because he's coming out of water, and you're on like a little island when that happens. And also, he's supposed to be switching back and forth which side he comes up from. So I don't know if that was a bug just now that he was only there, or if it's inconsistent, if it's random in this version, and I just experienced it different last time. Alright, favorite music coming up. Jungle Zone. I will note, when I played this on the Master System Remake, I wasn't playing as Sonic in that either. I was playing as Red. So this is the first time I'm going through this as Sonic, too, now that I think about it. I fell. Oh, there's also something I realized. If you fall in the water in this, it doesn't kill you immediately like in the Master System. It, you take damage, and then you stand in there until you, get hurt. This part's also made easier. There's usually something blocking you from jumping off the falling platform that you have to weave between. They just add a platform there, so it's much easier to get this Chaos Emerald. You also notice that all the Chaos Emeralds are blue in this. Actually, they're closer to, the Aquamarine than the Mashish. I can't believe it. I went right through. I can't believe it. Did I get the checkpoint? I didn't get the checkpoint. Wild. Okay, we can just move forward, though, now, because we don't have anything to collect. Yoki dokie. Oh. Okay, so maybe it's only in Bridge Zone that you get hurt by water. Sometimes you gotta do a scrim. Boy, 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 boy. There's the checkpoint. Not that it really helps now. I think there's 2 checkpoints in this, actually, and I think I missed both. No, I was right before the last one. Oh, Bubbo! Alright. Listen here, you. Maybe the movement's better in the Master System version. Maybe that's why I'm struggling. Maybe we're also on stream, and everything's harder when you're on stream. Well, the big question is, does that reset anything? Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. The 1-up has been taken, so the Chaos Emerald should also be taken. Can I just jump across here? I never really tried. I could. Probably also jump right across there. On. Yeah, do that one instead. There we go. Gotta be careful there. You get enough momentum to really schmooze in the Master System version, but for some reason I can't seem to make it. You played that in the Genesis version. Or Genesis, the Game Gear version. I also think that little catapult, hill is pretty cool. And I wish it was in, other versions. But no, people want to add... Oh, pinball mechanics. People don't want to add that stuff. I got both of them by getting the 1. That's incredible. Okay, only 1 attempt at the continue. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, so this part, if you remember in the Master System version, once you have reached a certain point, the screen follows you. But you can go back down in this one. They made it slightly easier in that sense. In exchange, there are way more of these spiked platforms. Not the one right here, but the ones that you can actually walk on. Or rather, you can't walk on because they're spiked. These. Which I guess is also a way of being like, well, if you fall here, where you would have died before, you will now at least get hurt. And like, there's less room below you than there is normally in this version, so it makes sense. But I do distinctly prefer this version. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that. You have no iframes after you use a shield. So you basically experience the spike glitch, but different. There's also a little bit of, like, distinct actual level structure difference, like right here. Normally this part is you climb up several logs sequentially. And And I think this is on a wood platform in front of a waterfall. You don't go up to this little distinct space, I don't think. We've done a big climb. Always like that, because you have this map of South Island. It's not really, like, true to the true rendition of it, but it is referenced. Because this version of South Island might have cities. I'm not sure. The thing about the 8-bit games is that they all take place on South Island. They never deviate from that. This boss, Eggman, also comes low enough for you to just smack him. You don't have to do weird slopey jumps and avoid the thingy, which is nice because you have to do these all ringless. This one's a rough one. Not as rough as Labyrinth, which is where we're going next. Labyrinth has a lot of little design changes. Ooh. Now we've zoomed in on the peak. It's a nice touch. I like it. So, they got rid of the shortcut that's usually over here, and I think movement underwater might be more sluggish. Part of the reason they did that is they just completely restructured, like, everything in this level. What? You have to go this way now, and because of that, it's not only is it shorter, they got rid of a bonus ring box that's usually there. Robot! Oh, checkpoint. Oh well, it's fine. We don't need it. I can say with confidence we don't need that checkpoint. Harpoons still have a mile-wide hitbox in this one. Hey. Gimme. Luckily, you'll notice how all of this lag is also affecting the timer. It affects how long you can be down here. That was rude. I shouldn't have jumped that high with how much I pressed. That's another problem that lag can give. Alright. This is... where am I? Where am I? Oh, okay. I'm supposed to go this way. Oops. Excuse you, game? What is this? What is this, Sonic 1 Genesis? Giving that to me when I try to get out there? That's actually something Sonic 1 regular does. Okay. We're pretty stacked. Even if we only have one continue. We have more than a continue's worth of extra lives on top of a full amount of lives. Oop. Ah. I've never made it up here before. Probably because it does weird stuff like that to actually jump. And that should have hit the spikes. It really should have. I guess I should probably specify what little story difference you have with this, because I started saying that with how South Island's a little differently structured. There's no visible city, at least in this game. And it seems to be small. It seems to be pretty small, and mostly Green Hill and its variant and its jungle, before you get to this weird ruin and Eggman's constructed stuff. Oh, we gotta make it. Please, please move. Don't just go against... Okay. Stressful. Go this way. I think there is a... Yeah, there is normally air above that platform in the Master System version, and there is an invincibility box over there that's usually above water. So not only does going up there not get you air to make that part less stressful, you don't get the invincibility, which in the Master System, the whole point of that is to come to a spike pit that should be over here, because the Chaos Emerald is in there. They just put the Chaos Emerald right there in this version. Take me away. And unlike in the Genesis version where you can't get Chaos Emeralds in Scrap Brain, the last two are in the last stages. Fun detail about this is that you can't drown here for the boss. However, this boss is hard. This boss is harder than the Master System one, and the Master System version is hard. Probably the hardest in the game, and why did that hit me? Okay, since that death was so punctual, we're gonna get the one-up over here, which I can't navigate these spikes in the Master System version, so there must be... I mean, we've seen a lot of leniency with spike collision in this version. So, like, probably overall this one is considered easier. But this is also, like, the exception. This boss here. I am the video game, remember? Because this freaking missile over here is, like, only partially dodgeable. And it didn't jump when I told it to, so we had a little bit of an issue there. I think what I have to do, now I think about it, is when it starts coming in one direction, I need to get on the other side of it. Like that. So if we can replicate that... Yes. If we can replicate that, then we're still alive. And... let's see, should be one more hit? Yep, okay. We did it! We found that out again in real time. I actually don't remember if I've beaten this version. I don't like that red screen, but it was probably because we were coming out of underwater. Alright, Scrap Brain. Very short first act, if I recall. What's fascinating to me is, like, as much as everything is just bigger than Sonic in this version, it is, like, restructured so that it makes sense on a, like, gameplay scale. Which is a little bit impressive that they managed that. Like, they made two versions of this game that have distinct differences. This version of Scrap Brain slaps. There was a remastered version of it that was used in, Oh, I could've just hit that caterpillar. No, actually, I don't think I can. A remastered version of it was used in the boss rush in Sonic 1 Forever. I don't think there is a boss rush in any official version of Sonic 1. I started to say this and got distracted like several times. The only version of this we will have not played is the Origins version, technically, which I think, I don't know what the distinct options are, but at its core, it is just the 2013 version that we will be playing, but it has a drop dash. and a different UI. And, like, a mission mode, which is between all versions. Oh, a second. Oh, it was just a ring box. Ooh. If I recall, if we go up, we can go this way normally. But it might be faster if we go down here? Because we have to hit a switch. Oh, hogs. What are they doing here? Yeah. That's faster than having to come here manually. That switched it, so we're gonna have to do that again. And if we go down too far, it'll mess us up. Over there. Oh, who knows. And then, I believe it's down here. Yes. There's a teleporter that should take us to the Chaos Emerald. Oh, so that's what this door was. Cool. These, however, are bottomless pits. Also, these pits are way bigger in the Master System version. They scaled it down to be the same size as they are relative to Sonic in this. So this is, like, actually some very interesting level design to me in concept, that we are, like, going in a... We can go in a loop, and we have to sort of do a puzzle. Oh, that's something I've been meaning to mention. You don't have a roll jump lock in this, but you do have a roll... If you roll off the edge, you do have a lock there. So it's the opposite of normal. And that... I didn't use it at all in Labyrinth because it's really chaotic, but you can get some real speed by going off of ledges there. It's fine. We're at the end of the level. We just have to not get set on fire, and we're good. Yeah, it's really fascinating to me because it is generally the same story. They added an extra layer of, rather than an Eggman, like, taking over, he's polluting the island. Being, like, a big focus, which, like, is probably true for the other one. Like, I always said, are we here at dawn? Or is the light pollution just that bad, it looks like it? Oh, right. We have a little maze here. And we also have rings, because we're not actually going to fight Eggman here. We're going to go to a new level after this. A level that's actually really difficult. So we want to have this many lives in preparation for it. I don't think this is the right way. Like, this is unlike the other versions we've been playing, which are modified ports. This is distinctly a different game. But it's unlike, say, Sonic 06, which also shares the same title. It is, at its base, supposed to be the same story. It doesn't really do anything to butt up against that until Sonic 2. Sonic 2 8-bit derails the 8-bit storyline entirely. Oh, okay, so hitting it in the first place is bad. We want to jump over it. He's escaping. on the Skybase Zone. Which is, I guess, technically an own unique zone, but we didn't have a boss from Scrap Brain. And we have, like, one serious act here. Otherwise, we're just kind of, like, going around places. Dark Rings. Oh, okay. That's even worse in this version than is the Master System version. So I guess, like, don't look if you're flashing sensitive. Ow! It's distinctly not, like... There's not as much contrast in the other version. I'm actually going to add some scan lines, which seems to help buffer it a little bit. It might make it look even worse on stream. Let me know if it looks even worse. Hey! A jump over the Orbinaut, kid. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is so weird. I think the level structure's, like, completely different here. I'm just gonna go down. Oh, of course. Please don't get hurt by this. Oh, of course it explodes on me. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yeah, it's like everything is interconnected in this version. And there are less of those cannons. We just saw one from afar just now. What? Why? Hey, why? Why to go through the platform? That's supposed to be a safe place. Ooh, this is definitely harder, is also the problem. Jesus Christ. I got messed up because it started rolling on me, so the jump was different than I expected. Okay. This is the old Game Gear version. Hey, Chris. I'm playing this version distinctly because it was like, if I have time, I will, and I gave up on the GBA version, Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis. That game is absolute trash. But I started with a Fan Mega CD port, which was a very nice and faithful recreation. The Crab Boss. You might be thinking of Sonic 2, which completely reasonable. The 8-bit version of Sonic 2 starts with a very weird and bad boss. All the bosses in this are Eggman. And they're very simple, actually. Sonic 2 8-bit is my least favorite classic Sonic game of all time. Like, it is flat out the worst one, if you ask me. And the Game Gear version makes it even worse, because you can't see what's going on. You can't see where Eggman is when he's throwing stuff, like in the Master System version. And it's hard even when you can see. Alright, Skybase. Where are the platforms again? Over there. Do I have to jump over there? Oh, there's one up there. So I'm onto something. I think when I played this as Ray on the Master System remake, which I highly recommend if you want to play a version of this, I just flew. Here? Oh. There is a Chaos Emerald here, and I'm trying to remember where it is. I generally know where it is, but I can't remember the path to it. Yeah, there's plenty of lag here. Not up there. Down there? How do I get down there? That's the end of the stage. How do I get down there? Oh well. I guess we don't get one Chaos Emerald. There? It's so weird. Sometimes the signpost will just jump over you. This is like before they even had the concept of bouncing signposts for the main games. That was only implemented in Sonic 3, so this is where it came from. Final boss. Oh! Oh, this is different. Oh, okay. This is way more flashing than the other version. The other version... it shows this in the remake as well. You had an impending... No, I jumped out of the way. Come on. Okay, one more life. Well, I think we have a continue as well, so... no real worries. 1, 2, 3, 4... out of the way. It very much homes in on you, huh? Oh, no, it doesn't home in on you. Interesting. Yeah, there's like like, the only real flashing in the Master System version is in the first act of Skybase Zone, and it's still not as bad as it is here. I forgot I had put spam lines on, actually. I can get 5 hits there. Oh, I got hubris. This is... I'm learning this in real time. Oh, I got stuck in Eggman. Ha! Just gotta beat him fast enough and it's fine. I think if you get all the emeralds, he doesn't get away. Uh-oh, this is different. Oh, okay. We got him. So it's actually like the ending in the 16-bit version. Chaos Emeralds, 5. There's actually, now that I remember, there's no story relevance to the Chaos Emeralds at all in this. They're just a bonus for points. Sonic left. Not to be confused with Sonic right. Special bonus. Oh, because I had to continue, so there aren't any. That's unfortunate. This might be a kill screen, so I'm going to treat it like one, and I'm going to boot up our next thing. Get you out of here. And change this. Our final version of Sonic 1 for the day is the 2013 mobile version, which we're playing the decomp version for PC. It is a port. And there's nothing altered about this, because I didn't get any mods. But this will be a little more familiar with me than usual, because I usually play Sonic 1 Forever. I said earlier, revisiting a actual version of Sonic 1, that Forever is closer to that, and it also makes it closer to like Sonic 2 and 3. This is a little more rapid. Just to mix things up, we'll do Sonic and Tails, just because we have the option. And there's a secret, because if you just play this normally, it will play as, it'll just play as a normal version of this. So you have to unlock this menu to get all the cool stuff, where we have Spin Dash. That is something that is innate to it. We can do 7 emeralds. We can do whatever we want with these, but more importantly, we can add Sonic 3 items as well. So we're going to go through like this. That'll also give us the Insta Shield. We're going to start with a special stage, because now I need to get more special stages. And like I said at one point earlier, when I was experiencing chaos, these are actually slightly harder to me because of how smooth the rotation is. Since we have Tails with us, though, which is... this game normally takes place before Sonic meets Tails, let's make a new little story out of it. Let's say... this is a distraction, a decoy, that Eggman set up here on South Island that... oop, I forgot. The B button pauses. That Eggman, used so that Sonic and Tails were late to Knuckles Chaotix. This is what they're doing. This is, I think, the first game, official game, that has this style of Mania-style flight assist. I guess you could call it the retro arc style. It's really hard to grab onto Tails, just like in Origins. So we're basically playing Origins. We have the spin dash. I usually spin dash there. And we still have a roll jump block, but it's like Sonic 3. If you insta-shield, you will cancel that roll jump block. And I didn't get a Chaos Emerald there, so we're already at a deficit. I need to get the one in Marble Zone now. And this is assuming I can figure out the 7th one, because I think I've done the 7th one, 7th special stage once. You do get Supersonic. No bug. Okay. I got a lightning show at least. Enjoy your dinner. Keep doing that. Kinozo. Not bad. It's not my best. But I was also going for rings. And I also didn't get the bounce. I'm out of practice on that, I'm sure. Ding. I also don't usually get that. Lightning Shield. Oh! Okay. So we're not gonna get all the Chaos Emeralds. Unless I can figure out Labyrinth Zone. No, I'm actually going to give up on it there. I'm going to start treating this like my Sonic 1 Forever speedruns. We're gonna see how that differs. I don't know where Tails would help me in that sense, though. He already got lost. I have to also remember to actually use the... I didn't want to do that, because the Instant Shield actually makes this boss fight much faster if you don't get that. Never mind! I forgot. So there's a thing that they changed in the Retro Engine version. You don't have collision. Eggman doesn't have collision until he starts attacking you in this. So you can't get those, like, first 5 hits on him. What? Yeah, it's, I think that's also how it works in Sonic Advance, and maybe in Sonic 3 when you're fighting against Mecha Sonic. So, no cheese. But that's also, let's make that further proof that this is, not the real Eggman, this is the decoy. He has weird tricks like that. I'm gonna start playing into that narrative. Oh, okay. Got the Instant Shield more instantly. Okay, that was just, you know, classic nonsense right there. We're getting a Fire Shield, just like old times. Again, if you don't do that little secret code at the beginning, you just have regular shields. You don't have... you have Spin Dash, but you don't have any other abilities. You can still do Tails and Sonic like this. You can't spin dash into this to make it work. We don't have the peel out either, so I don't think this trick here... Oh, it did work. A little bit. I didn't quite make it. You need the extra spiel from the peel out. Or you need to keep your fire shield. So, so that you can just walk on the lava. We're gonna do it the safe and normal way. For safe and normal people. There is normally a damage boost strat that if I don't have the lightning shield, you use to get up that. But lightning shield works too. That's if you have the fire shield. You're not gonna need the fire shield to the end. Oops. Right, you're in this version. It's widescreen. I don't usually play in widescreen. You can just do that, and if you do that in the non-widescreen version, the caterpillar will be in your way, so you take damage. Now that I think about it, so like, this does feel closer to One Forever than not. Oh, hell yeah. But I do think that One Forever was tuned to be a little closer to 1 original. Why are you facing that way, Sonic? Come on. We spent so much time on that in Sonic 1 Genesis, remember? That part obliterated me. I was able to do it normal that time. Why aren't you fired? Come on. It's fine. Oh, fine. I just wouldn't do the fire shield. How much screen is visible? Through all the games I just played, and the last few versions I just played, this is way too much screen visible. And I mean that on an up and down axis, like, I am used to 4x3. Normally, I set it to that because, I don't know, I guess I'm a purist. Purist of what? I don't know. My personal best for this, if I have all of my utilities at my disposal, is 21 minutes and 18 seconds, I believe. It might be a little less. I don't remember what I last recorded. I know I had a personal best that I didn't record. We're not going to be that fast in this. Where did he use Tails? Tails has a shortcut in this. But he didn't get to use it. Ooh, I know where I can use Tails as a backup. In Spring Yard, Act 3. I need to make, my boy feel useful. The retro engine quirk with the insta-shield is not as long-lasting in the original version, it seems. Yeah, I'm not a fool. Much like in the other version, Eggman's collision doesn't start until he starts attacking. It's just, ooh, Tails with the double hit. That's my boy right there. Using the Sonic 3 strats to my advantage. I guess I also do that in Sonic 2. No, he's more of a liability in Sonic 2. Even in Absolute. It's Sonic 3 where I've really learned to manipulate him to help. Nice, 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 nice. 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 Hello. No! Ah. That's a really good Vineyard one, and I wasn't even, like, pushing it. Oh my goodness. The time score bonus agrees. This is so long. Because I got below 30 minutes. I did the math for it before. If you are below the amount of time the time bonus takes if you get above 30 seconds is about 3 seconds. I think. No. Yes? I think it's like, I think if you get below, it's 13 seconds, and to accommodate for it, you need to be like 10 seconds back. I don't know. The math is there, but there's a certain amount of time where if you stop, if you are faster, but not that fast. Alright, I'm going to retry on expressing this. There is a certain time for the bonus that if you are faster than 30 seconds, it will be faster because of the time bonus. Ooh, I didn't get the insta-shield there. Okay. It's faster to wait. That's all there is. Why am I landing? Okay. One more attempt at that before I do it the safe way. Okay, it doesn't last long enough, so I'm not allowed to do that here. So we'll do it regular. That's not regular, you're supposed to keep rolling, Sonic. Alright. So it plays a little too differently here. Sorry, Tails. To do the full insta-shield strat. Okay. Alright, Tails, like, I can't, like, you can't help me bypass this if you die and then take forever to return. Oh, butts. Okay. That makes going that way completely useless. Please. Stay with me, Ron. Okay. There's no drop dash, so hey. So this isn't faster than not getting those items. Yeah, Sonic games are not easy. Like, intrinsically, if you didn't, like, develop the core gameplay as, like, a inherent gaming skill, they're gonna be a little bit of a struggle, and you'll need to do that. And even then, sometimes it's still just, like, stupidly hard. Oh, they made him higher in this. I think, right, that's why I wanted the insta-shield. I think the advanced games are sort of a good example of that, because the skills are not always transferable. Every Sonic game feels a little different. But they feel just close enough, you know? I think that actually really shines with Shadow the Hedgehog. Is like, if you've played all the 3D Sonic games, or Shadow Generations, like, that game's gonna come super natural. Which is a reference to the song title of final chase. We have to do the bounce strat. We don't get to do the bounce strat. I'm doing the bounce strat. You can't stop me. I'll take the life. Oh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. These damn burrow bots. I'm not bouncing off of them well enough. Still, we can still do it. We can save it. Okay, it's over there. Huh? Excuse you? Wait, why did that happen? Oh no. No, no! Look, I'll come back! Everything just died in front of my eyes. Okay, so the bounce isn't possible in this, for some reason. You're supposed to be able to bounce really high off of that Jaws. You know this if you've ever seen me do my speedrun. I'm going to just get the bubble shield naturally. Don't worry about it. But apparently I can't do the really fun part. Because it doesn't act like Sonic 3, it acts like the retro engine. Alright, we need to hit this first, because that's what activates the platform. And then... Tails, can you help? Can you help me? Tails, that's the opposite of helping me. Tails. Alright, so I hate Labyrinth again. This is the worst zone in this game. Okay. Surely there's a bubble up here, right? Okay. What the hell just happened? Hold it right there, game. Hold your damn horses, game. Why, when I press down, does it go to Knuckles instead of there? He's just that talented. So you know what just happened there? Fun enough. It gave me leniency on... Those are all still on. It gave me leniency on, being able to get onto the platform, which made it so that I was put into a platform much, much smaller than Sonic can stand on. So I died immediately. Good job, game. Let's do the actual shortcut this time. I'm gonna try Jaws again, just in case it was a fluke. I did get pinched, I just described it very thoroughly and unnecessarily. Oh, no. It allowed me to be put onto the platform when the platform was a ceiling. It was in the ceiling. Ready, Tails? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, we saved it. It's fine. Don't worry. I mean, Tails is pretty fast. But he's actually really not fast in this. I don't know what's going on. That Iggy? I hear Iggy. He's in my room. He's cleaning his claws, because that's what he does when he's waiting for something. What was that? 7 more minutes? That's fine. I can still get the total stream under an hour at this rate. So, the way I usually handle this, is I have insta-shield, is I just go for it, and it didn't want me to just go for it there. I usually just don't have rings for the first part. I'm gonna get this invincible. I'm gonna be normal about it. Normally there's just enough wiggle room, and the reason why there wasn't, I just realized, is because it's in widescreen. I'm used to 4x3, so that, second iron ball that's swinging doesn't normally do that. Excuse me, I should have had insta-shield clearance there. I'm still too used to the Sonic 3 version. They really fix it in, forever. You weren't supposed to jump there, Sonic. Gotta work with you, bud. That's fine. Oh boy. I think I could have made it 4x3 if I changed it in the options, but I didn't bother. Because this is how you're going to experience it on a phone, so that's sort of what I'm trying to continue to emulate here. The intrinsic experience. We know how much I've gotten fed up with even the best version of this game. Which I stand by forever being that, even if only because, like, if you don't want all of the bells and whistles that I like it with, including the peel out and the drop dash, you can always just turn off all the things that make it run forever and make it just Sonic Run. You can turn off the ground speed cap, or you can turn on the ground and airspeed caps. You can turn off the shields. You can turn off every ability Sonic has, though I would recommend keeping Spin Dash on, unless you're like, you are playing that because you like Sonic. One, like, as a classic person. You can just turn those all off. That's where it really differs from this version. This version, you can only turn so much of it, and it doesn't feel like Sonic 1 when you do. Well, we'll keep the Volt Machine. Yeah, the first Sonic, this game, and also the one we were just playing for Game Gear, and the 8-bit version of Sonic 2. None of those have Spin Dash. Normally. The very first remastered version of this, we just went through the pit of shame, so I'm going to drown. The very first remastered version release of this was in Sonic Jam, and it has had Spin Dash in that. I thought pretty much every version afterwards had Spin Dash. I'm realizing I could have done this. But as we've just seen, not a lot of them do. Genesis does. And this has it intrinsically. They couldn't fit it into the mobile version, but they could get rid of the roll jump lock. The remastered version of the 8-bit has it as well. Get him! Tear the bitch apart! Ah, damn it. I have to be careful. It's fine. We're at the end. Get him! Get him! It is rough, but, like, as much as there are parts of this game where I think they intended to figure out spin dashing before they released it, but they couldn't, it is still playable with that in mind, without it in mind. I do also just think it improves the game greatly to have it, which is an opinion that's going to vary between who you ask. Hey. What is this hitbox? I also similarly think that Sonic 2, a lot of it was designed with Tails' flight in mind, but they didn't get to implement that. And while I don't think that it was designed with the Insta-Shield in mind, I do think that fixes Metropolis. And that Metropolis is otherwise a very broken stage. Woo! I did not get the air that I wanted from that. Now, I understand. Yeah, you can't go on the roof here. So I'm starting to wonder, for what reason does Forever have being able to go on that roof? Because this version has a wall, and the original versions, you can jump over it, but you fall through, there's no collision. Also, yeah, I love this song too. Strange. Is there something I can do? Probably not without the drop dash. Oh, I wanted to do that, right. Okay, never mind. I just, like, clip through here. There are some jumps that are a little bit tighter in this than they are in the original. It's something I've realized. There are some that are actually, like, not possible. So, like, there's slightly less jump. Either there's slightly less jump, or the positioning of everything in the Retro engine is a little different. Honestly, like, after coming out of Labyrinth Zone, as long as you take the top route, this level's such a breath of fresh air. The problem is this boss. This is my least favorite boss. Thank you, Tails. That was beautiful. In maybe all of Classic Sonic, honestly. No. I mean, does hardest mean least favorite? I don't dislike this because it's hard, I dislike it because it's finicky. And can really backfire on you easily. Oh, that's so real, actually. You just want to have a... There's a joke like that in this old Sonic fan comic where someone was recreating the Sonic 1 experience using Mario assets. No, it wasn't that stage. It was... I was thinking of, Mystic Cave. Tails! Hey, Tails! No. Hey, Tails. Tails? Tails? My good bitch. I'll keep you till the end, but... I will not allow that. He stepped on the switch a second time, which I stepped on to reverse the direction that the wheel was going in, and because he did that, it went back the other way and sent us to a very slow and very painful route that we will not be taking by any means. Alright, listen here. Game. Where is my insta-shield? Alright, listen. Alright, what's really screwing me up here, trying to menu, is that it defaults on yes instead of no, and I've never known something to do that. That's not the button I pressed. Again. I could have sworn it kept the items on. I didn't check. Why did it turn everything off again? Probably because I exited instead of gaming over. So I actually probably lost the emerald that I did have for that reason. Ah well. So that's why that spin dash didn't quite work. Let's just play it safe this time, because I'm tired. Tails. There you go. Now we go up here. Let's just go up here. Let's just get this. Which puts us on a much better route. What? Guess you can't go up. Whee! Okay. So, actually, if I time this right, I do not need to take those. That's what I was thinking, and I messed it up. That's weird. You get stopped by that door, no matter what you try. That's not something in 1, and that's also not something in Forever. Doo-doo-doo-doo. There's gonna be so much fast-forwarding during, the GBA one that, like, this is still gonna come under 3 hours total for a VOD. And I think, actually, we're still not even at the point where it would be if we do this well. I don't know why I even bother doing that. Like, it's just as fast to do this if you don't do it the first time. Oh, there's no fire there. Interesting. Ah, nice! I avoided them. That's very rare. Usually I don't go under those. Boink. We're gonna lose it anyway here. Oh, wow. Okay, that also... I guess you just go too fast for it. Maybe that's why it doesn't happen in Sonic 1. Because you're not going that fast. Because of the ground speed cap, even when you're rolling. Oh, Eggman. Now, is this... They hadn't restored the weird screaming Eggman faces in this version yet? They do have that, I think, in Origins? And maybe also, Forever. It's fine. No, now it's not fine. It's fine. Of course, now that we, like, are here on a good version with Spin Dash, we can just do this instead of trying to be janky. Will Tails be able to help us? No, because if you hit Eggman once, he's invulnerable until he gets on. You're gonna give us strength. Remember, his face back here, the 2 eyes here, and the mouth. That's your thing. I don't know why he's called that. But he is. Remember when this boss was relegated to, a mid-boss in Sonic Mania? Oh, Tails returned just in time. For us to win. Unfortunately, we didn't get 7 emeralds and do supersonic like I was hoping to. But at least the first run today was all emerald. Within reason. And that's aside from Origins, which I essentially just add a drop dash to that, and this is Origins. Just add also more bugs to it. We did it. It's the same. I think that's every version of Sonic 1 official version that I could possibly play for you. And I don't know, I guess I sort of did this as a statement of like, yeah, I give this game hell, but it's not like not a bad game. And you need to, it's like with Sonic Heroes. I always give that game hell, but it's not a bad game. It's just like they could change like one thing to make it like incredibly more playable.